he needs... I need to go first. Got it. Okay, good. And next page has ruins. I have 5. We have shelters. That could be important. And big cards. Let's take a look at the board. Sea Hag is an attack. Sea Hag's the only attack. Okay. There's Band of Misfits in Sea Hag. So what you really want to do is get a Band of Misfits and use it as a Sea Hag so it's not completely dead. That's a thing. Anyway, trashing. Well, we've got Death Cart, which trashes actions. Okay, so you could Death Cart your Sea Hag later if you really wanted to. But that's the only trashing, yeah? So that's pretty sad. Curses are stuck in your deck forever, which means Sea Hag has to be a big deal. Tunnel. There are no enablers for Tunnel here, except opponent Sea Hags. Pardon me. Okay. So Tunnel looks kind of weak. Village, well, you've got Crossroads. Crossroads is the only village. Draw, you've got Courtyard, which is the only draw. So, like, Band of Misfits could be really good here. There's a lot of options. There are less than $5 for buying here. You can use it as a village, you can use it as some draw, you can use it as a terminal attack, you can use it as a terminal silver, you can use it as a death cart if you've got something else you want to do, which is super good. Courtyard and Mandarin are both high-quality big money enablers, but I don't think either one of them is worth ignoring Sea Hag for. Sea Hag has to be important here. Now, there's a rebuild with shelters and Tunnel. I don't think Tunnel affects, like, anything at all when it comes to rebuild with shelters. No. With a 5-2 opening, this is a really tough call. So you can do, like, Mandarin Bomb Courtyard or Mandarin Bomb Crossroads, which I don't like nearly as much. I think 5-2 might be fortunate here. Band of Misfits, using it as a Sea Hag, could be very, very strong. And, like, on a 4-3, I would be really tempted to open, like, Courtyard Sea Hag or something like that. Scavenger helps with rebuild, but, like, with the shelters and the curses, man, like, I've been playing a couple of rebuild games recently, and rebuild is not nearly as resilient to attacks than I used to think it was. I feel like rebuild could be a big part of this game, but I think the other stuff that's going on here is enough that that needs to be your focus. And then you get rebuilds because you can never get to province, and you're lucky to get duchies, and rebuild is just a pretty good way to score points in a non-terminal way. So here, this just has to be a Band of Misfits. Or do I get a Mandarin first? It's another terminal in my deck, but I think it's okay, right? I mean, Band of Misfits can accommodate Mandarin. Courtyard can accommodate Mandarin. And I can do all 3 of them in the same turn if I really want to. Mandarin gives me a lot of control over my draws, which is a really good thing. And it's also going to help out with early economy, right? Because, like, you're going to have a million curses in your deck. The only thing that I don't like Mandarin for here is the fact that it anti-cycles you. So I'm going to play my Sea Hag, well, Band of Misfits is Sea Hag, less often. I mean, I want the Mandarin in my deck, and I want it early, so I'm going to get it. Silver for you. Bomb. And this is going to be a Courtyard. Courtyard's such a good card. I heart you, Courtyard. Alright, so I can hit 5 again. I think it's going to be another bomb. Second Sea Hag. You want to give me all the purples. Now, if I were you, I would really, really want to give me all the purples, because I've conceded a little bit of cycling by my Mandarin purchase. And I do have a little bit of an advantage because I have a Band of Misfits, and both of your Sea Hags are lovely ladies forevermore. So, yeah. Now, I think hitting 5 here is a priority. Does it matter which of the Hovel and the Ogi I put back? Well, there's no Crossroads in my deck. If for some reason I decide to buy a Tunnel next turn, maybe I'll want the Hovel. But that's not happening. I mean, I don't see any compelling reason to get a rebuild right now. I see a compelling reason to get a Band of Misfits right now. It's just so good, so I need it. This is pretty terrible. I'm going to get... What am I going to get here? Necro's a village. I forgot about that. I always forget about that. Well, I've got my my Band of Misfits in here that's going to miss this shuffle. I could get a Crossroads. I could get an Estate Hat Trashing Hovel, which I think is worse than Crossroads. What's going to happen here? I still haven't played a Sea Hag on him. Oh, we both have a lot of terminals. I really want to play a Sea Hag. I feel like playing Courtyard with the plan of top decking the bomb is a weak play. These both missed the shuffle. That sucks. I could just get Estate Trashing Hovel. That doesn't seem very weak because, number one, I have a Crossroads in my deck, and number two, it's very likely to be rebuilt in the future. Yeah, you need more purples. How much purples? All the purples. What's this going to be? Man, my deck is terrible. I'm way behind on curses. I have to play this as a Sea Hag. I have to do it. I need to not get frisky here. Just play the Sea Hag. Do I want anything for 2? Another Estate? That seems really weak. I don't really want another terminal. Crossroads is really not that great. I feel like the one Crossroads I have in my deck is too much. I did discard his gold, though. That was pretty lucky. Well, I mean, if I get an action card that I don't like, I could Band of Misfits, trash it, the death card later, but still, that just doesn't seem very smart to do right now at this moment. I feel like nothing is the best buy here. Mandarin, I'm going to top deck this Crossroads, and I'm going to get a thing. What thing am I going to get? I really should get like a silver, you know? Silver's a really good card. He has like way more economy than me. And he's annihilating me on the curses. So I have outs. Province already. Alright, bro. I gotta play Sea Hag here. It's too important not to do it. Okay, this is pretty good. You're getting a copper. Okay, so I don't know what's your plan? Your plan doesn't seem to involve rebuild at all, right? I mean, again, you have a larger focus on money, which is great for right now. You have a gold and 2 silvers and less purples. We have this early Province, which I would have been really tempted to get something else there, although Province is quite good. Well, this bomb is just going to be a Sea Hag, right? Has to be. Until the purples are gone. Has to be. And I want to try and keep my deck relatively clean. Here, another Province? You can't sustain that. There's just no way, bro. Here, I'm pretty sure I want to top deck this silver with the Mandarin and get a rebuild. Yeah? Rebuild. 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 Yeah, it's a good card. I want it. Now. $4. Winning. Okay. What do I get here on 4? Tunnel. Silver. Scavenger. It's got to be a silver. Should have had a silver. This is a hand. And that's the last curse. So I think I lost the curse split 6-4, yeah? I think so. Let's do Necro Courtyard first. Didn't get any green here. Options. What do I want to do this turn? Here's what I want to do this turn. We're going to top deck something that's not going to matter. We're going to play Crossroads, Mandarin, top deck something else that doesn't matter. Play Bomb as Scavenger, discard deck, top deck a rebuild, have $5, get a rebuild. Yeah? Good. And rebuild. Okay. In my deck, I have 1 estate and an Ogi. I'm not going to use the card from the Ogi, so I'll name it. Maybe it'll come in handy someday. Talisman? Talisman? I don't think that's a good play at all. Get a Dookie, Mandarin, top deck this lovely purple card. Okay, maybe I could have used the card from Ogi, but I don't think it matters all that much. Now, let's talk about this game. This is important because it affects whether I get a rebuild or a duchy here. I'm pretty sure I want the rebuild. He doesn't appear to want rebuilds, right? He's going for something money. He's got 2 provinces, 2 sea hags in his deck, but then he's been getting like these random estates and coppers. I mean, none of that signals rebuild to me. None of that signals I want to contest you on duchies. None of that signals I have a plan to end the game. Am I missing the plan he has to end the game? Curses are gone. Maybe he can empty estates. Maybe his talisman, he wants to empty Crossroads. I would just get a tunnel there if my plan was just to end the game as quickly as possible. But that's not a good plan. I don't think that's his plan. I want a rebuild. I'm getting a rebuild. It's happening. Interesting choice here. I could... I'm pretty sure there's a rebuild in here. Did I skip it? I did. I skipped it. So I could play this as a death cart, grab a 4th rebuild, or a duchy, which is probably smarter. I mean, the Necro is just not doing anything anymore. Alternative is play Scavenger, but I just want the rebuild. So yeah, we're doing this as death cart, get rid of this Necro. Do I get the rebuild of the duchy? Well, duchy. I have 3 rebuilds. I don't think I need a 4th. This is going to be a death cart, trash the crossroads for surezies, and buying a province. That happens, yeah. I got this Ogie in my deck. You triggered a shuffle for me. Yeah? You played your Sea Hag? Interesting. Okay. I don't know if I like that or not, but I'm pretty sure I don't care. I'm buying a province. Rebuild. I don't need to name the province. I would rather trash the Ogie right now, because the card could be nice. Maybe I'll draw something that isn't terrible. I mean, I have green cards in here, and I just bought the province. So I will name Duchy. Yeah, name Duchy. I'll find the Ogie, because that's the only other thing. Ooh, Mandarin? Yes, please. Well, Tunnel, right? And for 4 or 3, I don't like Tunnel. I feel that's like... what is my rebuild fodder that's sub 5? I just have the 1 Tunnel, right? I have 3 rebuilds in my deck. I skipped 1. So that means there's 1 in here, yeah? I'm going to have something to do, but what if I hit my second rebuild? What if I draw it with the Tunnel? Second Tunnel here doesn't seem terrible. I'm not going to draw it with the Tunnel. I'm going to top deck something. But I'm going to trigger the shuffle by playing rebuild. God, I always make the wrong call when it comes to this. 100% of the time, it's always the wrong move, but I'm getting a Tunnel. Okay. Have the Duchy in hand, so I'm naming province. Maybe that $8 hand should have been a Duchy instead of a province. I don't know. That doesn't seem very good. Oh, I have another Duchy. Whatever. And Tunnel. So at this point, I'm playing, I think, what AI calls turbo rebuild. Just play rebuild as much as possible. The Duchy running out, I think points are more important. The game could be over on piles more quickly than one realizes. What happened? Okay. I need to count points here. There's 1 Duchy in the trash. He has 2. So we both have 2 provinces. He has an extra Duchy in his deck. He has an estate. So he has 4 points there, but I have 6 points in tunnels that he hasn't matched, right? Well, I mean, the things that I'm thinking about doing here are well, it's either play the bomb as a crossroads just to get the actions to play all the rest of my stuff, or play it as a death cart, trash the courtyard, which really isn't that great for me. But then I don't get to play the Mandarin, and I only hit 7, which is, I mean, it's fine. I'm getting a Duchy. It's pretty good. But the drawing, does it matter? I'm gonna hit 5 if I do that, right? And then I get a little more control over some stuff, right? I can like set up a rebuild if I want, or yeah, I'm still gonna get 5. So yeah, let's do it that way. Crossroads for the actions. Courtyard next. I don't get to set my next hand up. However, I get to skip a curse, and I get to play rebuild again, which is super nice. Ooh, and I can Mandarin top deck that curse too, so I'm not stuck with it. Yeah? Because I have the actions for that. So good. Okay, now rebuild, just name province. Get a Duchy, rebuild, just name province. get another duchy, get another duchy. Great! That was a really good crossroads for you. Oh, okay. You drew a talisman. Points. You were even on provinces. We have 2 provinces each. You still got 2 duchies, right? You didn't. 3 duchies. 3 duchies? 2 duchies? Oh man, counting is so hard. You have 2 duchies because I got 3 last turn and it was 2-2 before then, but I had 1 in the trash. So now you have 2 duchies. I have 4 in my deck, so I have 6 points there. I have 2 tunnel points, minus an estate point. So I'm ahead by 7 points. I really don't like your double crossroads because I think you're behind. If you're behind, it's not good for you. I think it's a state blitz here, yeah? Or tunnel blitz, as the case may be. Because that duchy's going to be gone before you know it. And I'll just have tunnels. I can name tunnel. Yeah, tunnel. Tunnel blitz. I like my position now. Okay, just name province. Get a province. Top deck, it doesn't matter. I guess I'd rather have the tunnel in my hand than the duchy, just in case that matters, even though it doesn't. And get a tunnel. My position is super good. I mean, unless he can spike like another random province or 2 really fast, I think I win. Well, you get a duchy. So this means I name tunnel now, right? Ooh, trash the hovel. Yeah, I name tunnel. Yeah. And I don't really need the copper. Death card here for a province. Super good. That just gives me a massive lead. If I was counting, I would know if I could end this on a win with the tunnel. I'm pretty sure I can. What do I do? Count points. That's what I do, you idiot. You count points. I have 6 province points on him. He got the last duchy, so he has 3 duchies, and I have 3 duchies. So I still am ahead by 6 province points. Tunnels. There are 5 in the game. I'm pretty sure I have 2 of them. And he has an extra estate. I mean, I have to win this game now, right? Yeah, okay, so we'll just play this as, well, I was going to play it as a rebuild, but that's not very smart. Whatever, play it as a death card. I don't care. Give me the tunnel. I win the game, right? Please tell me I win. Thank you. Okay, good. I feel like I was just a little more focused here. I think focus was the important thing in that game. And also, 5-2 was pretty nice for the long game. My short-term disadvantage by losing pace there paid out in the long game. Completely forgot to take the curse split into account when I was counting points. I'm so amazing at this game. Okay. Yeah.